man, it is about to be on and cracking, man. What is up, YouTube fam? Your boy is back with another video, back at it again. And man, this video is just to kind of catch you guys up on some things here that I have been doing, and I'm just trying to just catch up with some of my extracurricular activities as far as the cars go, man. I haven't had time to work on anything car related, you know, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But as you guys know, it is my outlet, and that's what I love to do in my off time, is just work on cars. And any projects that I have, I like to put some energy towards that, just to kind of get my mind off things, man. But I mean, literally, it's just been a daily grind, just with my biz and training folks and this and that, which is a blessing for sure. I just wanted to kind of at least just catch you guys up on some things. Steadily just researching a lot as far as the LSA build goes. Just anything and everything I can do, any videos I can watch, any literature I can read, things like that. I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the whole serpentine belt setup, because since I have the R4 compressor, that kind of doesn't complicate things, but it doesn't really allow me to run it the way that I really initially wanted to. It would have been nice to have kept the original stock compressor that mounts down below on the passenger side, down on the bottom. But at the time when I did my swap, everything that I had read, people eliminated that, at least at the time. And I think since then, a lot more people have gotten creative on how to keep that low mount compressor. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, when I initially thought I was going to be able to get rid of the one belt system and go have the LSA kind of like on its own separate belt drive, it doesn't look like I can do that anymore. So, which is okay, but I'm hoping with this whole new setup and everything that the belt that I was running before on it, or that I'm running actually right now, won't be as crazy long as the one that will be going on there now too. I've also been researching a lot of AC R4 compressor bracket kits. So a lot of companies make aftermarket bracket kits. As you guys know, or if you don't know, I actually modified a mid-90s GM AC bracket kit to make it fit my current car right now. Which has been great. It's just a lot of work, and if I did it all over again, I probably would have just bought a whole separate kit itself from, like, you know, ICT Billet, which is what I love, or any other aftermarket manufacturers. But you know, I'm kind of glad that I didn't buy one, because I would have bought the ICT Billet bracket set up. I actually think it's $299 now that I remember. But in researching those setups for my LSA, because I'm gonna have to get a whole new bracket set up, the ICT Billet one will not work, just because of and I'll explain this a little bit more probably in different videos, but just the way the pulley setup is on it, and the way that my current belt drive with the LSA is gonna run, I'm gonna need a different set of pulleys, and they're gonna have to be in different locations and things like that. So in my research, I found that Dirty Dingo has one for the R4 compressor, and that one's actually going to work really good for my current LSA setup. And so I'm going to have to go, again, one belt system on a 6-rib belt too. So I know a lot of people are running 8-rib, and I actually wanted to go 8-rib, but I think what I'm going to do for now is not dive too far deep into it right now, as far as adding on a bunch of extras and things like that. What I would like to do is get it installed, get it going, get it running, and then after a while, you know, kind of start adding additions to it. So, you know, just figuring out, you know, what I want to do, where I want to go with it and whatnot. But for now, I paid enough money to kind of, you know, get the kit. I would like to just install it and just kind of just go with what I got for right now, and try to make do with what I have, and what other types of brackets and things I have to get to make it successful and run great too. But other than that, man, I'm just gonna actually just go in the garage right now. Today was actually initially going to be the first day of the teardown of the Caprice. However, that is not happening. Just like every other day that I have a lot of free time, other stuff takes priority. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to tear that down, but I'm going to take it in the garage anyway to show you that I actually have to clean up. So what I was going to do was finish cleaning up the rest of the garage, and then start the tear down of the Caprice. But I have too much other stuff to do. I have to program some things for my workouts tomorrow and all that kind of stuff, different things for clients. And so that's kind of taking priority right now. But we're still going to go in the garage, and I'll just kind of show you what I have to do and as far as cleanup goes. And maybe we'll look at the engine, and I'll kind of show you some things on that, some thoughts that I have on that with the LSA build. But first off, I'm actually going to take you back here because I keep saying, you know, how busy I am, and a lot of you guys know that I'm in the fitness industry, and I train people. Is pretty much what I do on a daily basis. Live, breathe, everything fitness related, workouts, stuff like that. And my guy, youngest son, what's up, youngest son? He actually hit me up on Instagram and said, you know, this is the first time I ever seen you outside of working on cars. So he said it was kind of interesting to see me in my element and what I do on a daily basis. So what I'm gonna do actually right now is just take you guys out back and kind of show you kind of what I do and where I train clients and whatnot, and you know, just kind of like a day in my normal life of what I do. So stay tuned. All right, y'all, so here we go. It's probably gonna be a little bit dark. I don't have the lights or anything plugged in. This is pretty much my own personal gym and where I train my clients. And I have it all set up, man. I got this turf from a high school that was getting rid of their high school football field, so I was able to pick up some of this turf. This is actually gym commercial grade flooring, 4x6 sheets. Man, these things weigh like 80 to 100 pounds, man. They're heavy, but they're heavy duty. I wanted these kinds, especially being out here and outside, so any type of elements, anything like that, if it got wet, cold, hot, whatever, it would withstand all of it. So I was able to kind of lay that down. This is an assault bike. If you guys know anything about assault bikes, these are nicknamed Satan's chair. So if that gives you any idea of how crazy it could be, I definitely don't want to be anywhere near Satan or his chair. However, this right here, man, it's a good one. So look up assault bike, man. That thing is crazy. Got all my plates here and everything, all dumbbells and stuff like that right here. These little floor mats are just what I place under the assault bike, and over here at the rower, medicine balls, slam balls, sandbags, jump box if you want to do plyometric work. Under here I have a water rower. So if you guys know what a rower is, it basically mimics rowing on water, but now on land. Some of them now are actually water resistance with a paddle inside, so as you pull the handle and the oar, the paddle spins the water inside of the tank, so it kind of gives you that feel and the resistance of you rowing on water. So they're all, you know, like I said, they're all covered up right now and cinched down, so I don't want to take them out, but that's just for storage. Then I have just miscellaneous weights and things like that, kettlebells, trap bar, all kinds of stuff. So this is pretty much where I'm at most of my day, and I actually go to some clients' houses and train them there. I have a couple offsite locations where I meet people and also train them on the weekends. And so yeah, this is pretty much it, y'all. This is my backyard. I have a huge backyard. This is actually my new house, if you guys have never seen it, which you probably wouldn't have because I haven't showed you anything as far as the house goes. But a lot bigger space, a lot nicer space, a lot cleaner space. And so this here was actually old RV parking, and so I actually turned it into this workout space, and we're actually renting this house, and the landlord's super cool, man. They both were like, yeah, just do whatever you want with it. This area here, they hadn't done anything with it for a long time, so they were actually debating on tearing it up and just kind of just making it a full yard, but they decided just to kind of keep it there in hopes that I would probably do something with it, or we would do something with it. And sure enough, it worked out. And so they actually own, or their family owns, a masonry company, so they brought me like enough gravel to cover I don't know how many square feet or whatever, but they brought it in and helped me lay it down, and then I laid everything else down under it, or over it. So yeah, it worked out really good, y'all. Got lights up here, LED lights. I got heaters, man, the work. So works out really good. So hope you guys at least liked what you guys saw. I know it's not anything car related, but it's kind of cool to kind of see what people do for a living. And even me, when I'm looking at YouTube and things like that, I'm like, man, how does this guy afford all this if I'm watching somebody else? Like, you know, what does he do for a living and things like that? So man, this is all I do. This is what I live, breathe, everything fitness, and I'm fortunate enough where I can continue to do it in this crazy times that we're having right now. So man, and it's thriving, it's going good. So we're gonna keep at it, keep rolling, power through the winter, and then hopefully just carry this on through the spring and summer, and then we'll revisit it next year and just kind of just see where things go from here. But enough of that, y'all. Let me take into the garage here so I can show you guys what is up. All right, you guys, so I'm in the garage. I've actually had the heaters going on out here for a while, and man, it is nice and toasty. Feels really good in here right now. But as you can see, y'all, I got stuff everywhere. Now this is far better than what it was before. I actually had some time a few weeks ago to come in here and kind of clean up everything. I mean, I had stuff stacked up here and over there. Is just crazy. So now I have a bigger garage, and I still don't have enough room. So I'm sure all you guys can kind of relate, but yeah, I just got stuff everywhere. I mean, this is still the box from that unboxing that I did with the LSA unboxing and all that. And then we had a water leak, and I had my LSA stuff over there in boxes still, and the water ran from the shower, because the shower is over here, ran from under here and got the boxes wet. It didn't get any of the equipment or it didn't get any of the parts wet, but it got the boxes wet. So had to deal with that, man. But luckily I've been getting everything kind of cleaned up, and then I had to deal with the caddy and do the brakes and stuff on that. So from that, I have stuff everywhere. Chevelle parts that I went and got from my last video is still sitting here. So I just really haven't had time to clean up. So I think I'm going to come out here for about an hour, try to clean up, throw on some YouTube videos. I usually just, people that I follow and stuff like that, I just usually kind of just let their videos play. I'm all about support, man. So I mean, I'll let videos play, and just whoever I watch, I'll just let them play, you know, and help their channel out or whatever. So but this right here is my Caprice. If you guys are just tuning in for the first time, 78 Caprice Classic 2-door coupe, aero coupe, man. It has the crazy back window in the back. 80,000 mile original mile car, probably closer to 90 now. Had a 305 in it. I took it out and LS swapped that thing, pro charged it, all new internals, man. Everything is built and done by me. All the wiring and everything done by me. So what I am doing now is actually taking the pro charger kit out, and I am putting a LSA on it. Putting LSA on it, man. It's gonna be nice. So what I've been thinking is actually taking the pro charger out and actually putting that on my Chevelle. If you guys didn't know, I am restoring a 71 Chevelle. More to come on that one here in the future. So when I was talking in the house, we're talking about the R4 compressor. Now this whole AC setup is brand new. I mean, dang near everything in this car is brand new. Or at least new to the car, at least. I mean, this swap is probably a couple years old. You know, when I say new, it's just newer to the car, and you know, some of the stuff is actually new. This AC setup is probably the latest addition that I've done to the car, so it's probably the newest type of parts that are on this car. This is again an old school GM style compressor bracket from like a S10, 90s S10, GMC truck, all those different types of vehicles, Silverados or whatever they were called back in the days of the 90s. This is the style bracket that they had. So I'm unable to use this style bracket with the LSA. I actually didn't want to use it anyway. So we are going to have to go with a different bracket, which will be the probably the Dirty Dingo. And a couple of different reasons why I'm going with the Dirty Dingo is because of the way that the one of the pulleys sits closer to the compressor, and also it has the pulley with the teeth, not the smooth style pulley that I don't need. So it has the ones with the teeth instead, the 6 rib teeth on it. So I'm gonna need that one. I know I can replace the pulleys with other ones, but the ICT billet one has 2 pulleys on it, smooth pulleys, but they're just in different locations. And the smooth pulley sits a little bit further over here, which would probably kind of interfere with this. And so I'm gonna just have to go with the Dirty Dingo. I'm just partial to ICT billet just because I've always used their stuff, I've liked their stuff, and I'm sure that bracket is good. Unfortunately, it's just probably just not gonna work for this application. So I'm gonna use that, and everything else, if you guys have seen my previous videos, I have gone over at least the initial kind of overview of things that I'm gonna do with the LSA. So as far as first things first with it, I'm just gonna tear everything down. So, you know, taking off the injector rails and the TBSS intake, taking all that off, taking this piping out, taking the Pro Charger out. I'm gonna have to take the whole alternator power steering bracket out. Definitely gonna have to take this off at some point when I get the new bracket set up. So I mean, pretty much almost everything on the front with the exception of the harmonic balancer, the water pump, and the AC, everything else is coming off right now. So but eventually this bracket will come off as well, and kind of the intake and all that will be coming off as well too. And then I'll be working on kind of just piecing everything together, and in the midst of all that, really trying to clean up some of this wiring. I still don't really know what I'm gonna do with that big harness. Initially, I was going to send it in to my guy Andy at LSX Specialties, which I still might, but if I can figure out a way to hide those wires that run on top and reroute them a different way, whether if I have to extend a few wires myself or not, we'll try to make that happen. I would like to kind of maybe hide the wires like somewhere behind it, and then move the PCM somewhere over there. But I don't know. I really don't know how that's all gonna work quite yet. But we'll see. We'll see if I can make it happen. That's pretty much the initial. I don't want to get too overwhelmed because I'm already kind of overwhelmed just because I want to get this done. But at the same time, I have so much other things to do, and on top of that, I want to bring you guys content to the channel. So that's one reason why I'm actually making this video as well, just to let you guys know that I haven't gone anywhere. I know I'm slow with the videos, but man, I just been living, you know, working my day job and just trying to get that to take off and provide for the fam. So I'm sure all you guys understand, man. But this will definitely be a build to stay tuned for. You guys don't sleep on it. We are coming, and it's gonna be phenomenal. Also, one other thing that I got for this, let me go grab it right now. All right, y'all, your boy is back. So I ended up picking this stereo deck up. Now, if you guys ever seen the inside of the car, which I actually will go in there and show you anyway, I've been rocking this old school Sony deck that came with the car for years. I mean, it's been going on 4 years now, ever since I got the car. It actually has an aftermarket old school single DIN deck that the old lady put in there with some 6x9s. It actually sounded pretty decent, but there was no need for me to change it. I didn't have a stereo in it at the time. And then when I did finally put my subs and my amp in there and all that, it actually sounded decent. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to spend the money on a new deck. I'll just wait to kind of really figure out what I want to do with it. And then all of a sudden I added the center console and the iPad and all that. And so now, since I added that, the deck kind of seems a little bit, I guess, out of place or outdated, so to speak. And, you know, it wasn't ever a big deal to me. But I thought, might as well upgrade it, so here we go. I decided to go with this Alpine right here. Now, it's an Alpine ILX-W650 7-inch screen, and one reason why I went with this is because it got really good reviews. I was leaning towards a Pioneer, but I have another Pioneer that I'm going to use that's a flip out style, but it's the NEX version, and I'm probably going to put that in my Chevelle. I was initially going to put it Well, I was gonna put it in the Chevelle. Then I debated on putting it in here, so I was like, you know what? Just let me keep it for the Chevelle. And I thought a double din would look really, really cool in the box. So I wanted to go with this one. Now, another reason why I went with this one as well is because it is like super, super thin. The mounting depth on it is something like, it's like almost, it's not quite 3 inches long or wide, but it's almost 3 inches wide. And if you guys can kind of see, that is how deep it goes. And it's not very deep at all. Most double dins are probably almost double this size. And that's another reason why I went with it. It's just, man, it got really good reviews. And for the money, I was researching best buys that you can buy for double dins under 300 bucks. And this came out, I think this was $279 initially. And I think I had a gift card and all that, so I really didn't pay too much for it. But I'm super excited about this. I won't take it out right now. That'll be another upcoming video that you guys will see. But I am really, really, really excited about this. It does everything. It has Apple CarPlay, Android if you have that, Sirius Ready, Bluetooth. I mean, pretty much like all the decks have these days. But it also, I think it also plays, I'm not sure if it plays like music and data from like a USB. It does a lot of cool things, and that's one reason why I took it. You guys will see more in regards to this stereo. I have this separate bezel as well. I got it from an Impala, I believe it was, like a 79 Impala or something like that. So I was just at the junkyard one day and I seen that Impala, and so I was like, yo, hopefully it has a bezel in it, and it did, and so I grabbed it. Luckily, it was the same color. Now, I wish it was wood grain style, like the one that's in my car right now. Wood grain style. You guys can see I have the wood grain all up in there, and then my whole dash bezel's that wood grain, and that's the deck that I'm replacing, y'all. So if you guys are seeing this for the first time, you see I got the console, the iPad, I have opera lights. These are from a Parisian, and then I got the PRVs there as well. So that double din will look really, 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 really nice up there right here. And I think I have a picture. I'll probably post a picture in here too. Of what it looked like. Man, it's gonna look real nice. So the reason why I got this is because, well, initially I wanted to just take out my original one and leave it. That way it was original. I didn't have to cut it up or anything, and if I ever took a stereo out, I could just put the original one back in, which I probably will still do. What I'll probably do with this one is just clean it up, and then that way I can cut this one to fit the 7-inch double din, and then make it fit. So there's some things that I'm gonna have to do to be able to have this one sit up in there and mounted and all that and have it stay. I ordered a install bracket kit actually for a Ford truck, but it was the best one that I thought that would work for my particular setup. So you guys will see more on this when I install it. I want to talk too much about it, but man, we got some things working for the Caprice right here, y'all. So you guys stay tuned, man. It is about to be on and cracking, and 2021 is about to go down. Man, I even have been debating doing front end suspension on this, which I've always actually wanted to do because the whole rear end of the car is new, and Hotchkiss suspension and all that brand new, Bilstein shocks, everything new. So I was thinking about maybe going some tubular control arms on these just to improve the overall ride, and upgrading or getting a rear sway bar as well too. Even though it is stuff that you cannot see, it'll tremendously help the performance of the car, especially for a car this size, and something that I actually drive often in the spring and summer, and even in the winter. If it's nice, I'll take it out and drive it. But man, I think tubular front control arms and just upgraded springs and everything would be really, really, really good for this car, and throw in some good shocks and call it good. So I don't need coilovers or anything like that because I'm running hubcaps and white walls too. So, you know, I don't really need to adjust the suspension as far as going up and down. I'll save that money for the Chevelle. So, man, I'm super excited about this, y'all. You guys definitely get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about this overall. Also, man, don't forget to subscribe. Definitely support your boy. It's about to be on. Stay tuned for more, y'all. All right, y'all, so I got it all clean, at least for the most part, man. I got the majority of the stuff clean here on top, and I am happy with this, man. I'm happy about the space that I can utilize an actual bench, man, and be able to work on things and not get creative at my other place where I had to like do stuff on the floor or make like a makeshift bench by using my garbage can outside and things like that. So this will be clutch, y'all. So I'm happy. I spent a couple hours kind of organizing, going through things, throwing stuff away. As you can see, there's boxes and things on top of the car. Also went and kind of organized some things over there. There is some odds and ends that I still have to kind of tidy up over there. I also have some fitness equipment like this step and some other things over there that I will be storing in the back once we get our storage unit. We have like one of those Rubbermaid type storage units that you can buy from Lowe's, Home Depot, things like that. So that way we can utilize that space in the back and be able to store things in there, as well as some of this stuff too in the corner. I have a lot of tents and canopies and things like that that can also probably go back there as well. But I'm so excited about this space here. Pretty much everything over there is just like stuff that just can stay out the way, and I have to still go through some of this. This is just like some nuts, bolts, spare parts, things like that, where stuff that you kind of like randomly need if you're looking for a screw or a small part or a clamp or something like that. I usually kind of keep it in this, but I'm probably going to try to organize them and put them in these little extra little storage containers that I have as well. And also I put a whiteboard up here. So I actually bought that whiteboard for my fitness biz so I could write the workouts and things like that up there, but I ended up going with another method, and it's actually been working out really good. So I had this, I bought it from Amazon. I was going to return it, but I was like, you know what? I always write stuff on like cardboard or something like that using a Sharpie, and I thought this will be good. Instead of doing that in the garage, I can just put it up here, it can stay, and it's out the way, and it's good to go. So mounted that up there next to my Nova parking sign, and shoot, man, that's really it. I mean, I just have to go through this stuff that's kind of a mess. Again, this is just random objects that I need to just kind of go through and sort out. Same with here, but other than that, we will be good to go. And in the meantime, or I guess not in the meantime, but what I thought that I would do as a kind of a piece of motivation for myself is this right here. Wow! Ooh-wee! Just a small little test fit of my LSA engine cover that I have right here. I got it off eBay. I bought it used. Can you guys see the visual? Tell me. Get in the comment section right now, man. Just by this alone, get in the comment section and let me know what you think about this. How does this right here look in this engine bay? And just think of everything all together. The whole new bracketry, the blower on top, all the wires kind of cleaned up, everything looking nice and neat with that engine cover on there. Man, it is about to be on and cracking, man. And I'll probably end up painting that as well. Probably maybe go with that blue that I have matching the theme of the engine already. But man, ooh-wee. Just to give you guys a little bit of taste of what that's gonna look like in there. Oh man, I am so excited. it's about to be on, man. It is about to be on. So with that said, I'm gonna leave it on that note right there. If you guys are just turning in for the first time, definitely please subscribe, man. Follow me. This build is gonna be awesome, and the parts that I'm gonna use to trans over to the Chevy, that's gonna be a whole nother series. That's gonna be phenomenal. And man, I am so excited about what's to come. So man, I'm gonna get out of here. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff, y'all. I am out. Deuces. Peace.